Hi everyone, welcome back. Today in this video we will see how to make soft and spongy ragi idli with tiffin sambar and coconut chutney. So let's get started. In a bowl, add a cup of ragi, idli rice 1 cup, urad dal or black gram dal half a cup, 1 cup ragi, 1 cup rice, half a cup of urad dal. Wash it 3-4 times and soak it for 5 to 6 hours. If you don't have time, just soak in warm water for 3 hours. Cover it and keep it aside. I just finished grinding my regular idli batter. Now add a handful of cooked rice. Add little water and run it for a minute. I have added soaked ragi. You can grind this in the mixie also. I add salt while grinding. This will mix evenly. So half a tablespoon of salt. 2 pinch of baking soda, not more than that. Ragi batter is done, nice and soft. The texture should be like this. Transfer it to a big bowl or vessel, cover and keep it for 8 hours. It has to ferment or leave it overnight. It's been 8 hours now. It's fermented and airy. If it's not airy, our idli will not be soft. Add half a cup of water and bring it to a right consistency. Give it a good mix. Now let's grease our idli plates with some oil or ghee. Fill the batter to 3/4 of the mold. Ragi is good for our health, so let's make this once or twice in a week and be healthy. In a pot, add 2 cups of water and bring it to a boil. Place the idli stand and steam it for 8 to 10 minutes. Our ragi idli is ready, nice and spongy. Switch off the stove and let it cool down completely. Serve it hot with some sambar and chutney. Let's make donut idli. Surprise your kids with this donut idli. For this, take a bowl of any size, grease it with oil or ghee, and take a small bowl, place it upside down. And fill it with batter. Fill batter 3/4 of the bowl. Keep the bowl inside and steam it for 10 minutes. If it's a bigger bowl, you have to steam it for a few more minutes extra. Our donut idli is ready. Remove the small cup from inside and you can serve with some chutney and sambar. Let's make tiffin sambar for this idli. I've taken tuar dal 1 cup, 4 cloves of garlic, a small piece of asafoetida or hing, and 2 cups of water. Pressure cook it for about 8 to 10 minutes or keep for 2 whistles. Let's make sambar powder. For that we have to dry roast the ingredients. In a pan add chana dal or gram dal 1 tablespoon, urad dal or black gram dal 1 tablespoon, coriander seeds 1 tablespoon, jeera or cumin seeds 1 teaspoon, red chilies. I've added both the chilies Kashmiri and the normal chilies, like 8 pieces. Dry roast them on a low heat for about 2 minutes. Grind into a fine powder. Mash the dal with a ladle when it's hot. I'm adding 300 grams of pumpkin. You can add any vegetable of your choice. I'm adding 3 cups of water to get the consistency. Add the ground sambar powder and give it a good mix. Handful of small onion or shallots, 1 chopped tomato. Onion is full of sulfur, so add it regularly in your cooking. Add 2 green chilies and a few curry leaves with stem for extra aroma and taste. I'm adding half a cup of tamarind water. This is a small lemon sized tamarind. Add salt as per your requirement. In a pan, I've added 1 tablespoon of oil, mustard seeds 1 teaspoon, fenugreek half a teaspoon, jeera or cumin 1 teaspoon. Fry it for a minute. Add 3 to 4 red chilies, a few curry leaves. Fry it for a minute. Now transfer the sambar into this pot. Give it a good mix and garnish with coriander leaves. Let's make coconut and coriander chutney. For that, in a jar, add grated coconut half a cup, coriander leaves a handful, a few curry leaves, less than half an inch of ginger, a small piece of tamarind, 3 green chilies, two tablespoons of fried gram, add some salt and little water and grind into a chutney consistency. Our coconut coriander chutney is ready. Add a tablespoon of oil and I'm adding mustard seeds 1 teaspoon, jeera or cumin 1 teaspoon, 3 red chilies and some curry leaves. Fry for a minute. Add the seasonings and enjoy. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. Happy cooking.